Morning. So this is our regular Wednesday Run Fit Live. Today we're going to focus completely on the core. So we're going to do a 3-round core section with 4 different exercises in them, and I'm going to show you different variations of the exercise as we go. So we're going to start off with the easiest version and go up from there. So every exercise is 45 seconds. With the core, particularly as we're starting off with, not the beginner version, but body weight versions, you can do this as a warm-up. So you're going to start off with dead bug. So all you're going to do, so this first round, because I'm going to be demonstrating with 45 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest, you may want to learn the first round and you'll not get a full 45 seconds in. So the first one, I'm going to start the timer, is just coming into dead bug. So knees and shins at tabletop position, and you can either hold like this or go into full tabletop, full dead bug position. So make sure your tummy is nice and flat and your ribs are soft. Your tummy is going to keep wanting to dome, and you get these little valleys here. You want to avoid that. So the full dead bug, opposite hand, doesn't really matter too much, and pull in. But it's a slow movement. What I often see is people doing this really fast. It's a slow, controlled movement as you exhale away. This leg stays completely still until this leg joins. Completely still until this one joins. And you want your hips to stay level as they go, and your tummy to stay nice and flat as you come in. So I'm sure that's more than 45 seconds it was. So let's do that one again. So tummy flat, ribs soft here as you do it. If your ribs are flaring up and you can't maintain this soft belly, soft ribs, then you stay and you hold, palms facing up. Palms facing up, and you just hold in this position, breathing, concentrating on softening the ribs, nice jaw relaxed. So that's dead bug. Let me start that again, slightly messing up. Okay, then you're going to a side plank swing. So the side plank swing, you come, line up your feet, your heels with your elbow, coming up into the full plank. You want to make sure you have this nice openness through here. So if you put your hand up, that you're being pulled up here and you're not rolling forward. Now you lift the top leg and you swing. When I say swing, it's a gentle movement backwards and forwards. And as you swing it forward and then back, your pelvis stays in neutral. So you don't arch your back as you come back like this. Your pelvis will play completely neutral. Imagine that you're bringing your rib down towards your hip as you do that. If you can't maintain that, you just come into a side plank. You have time to show you the other version on the other side. So the other version, if you can't come up and hold here, you definitely don't want to be doing this. So you don't want that. Come into a half plank, both knees bent, and you hold like this. You don't start trying to lift the leg. You go here, full plank. If you've got the full plank and you've got that really good, nice hold, but this is all really still, then you lift the top leg, swing it gently forward, back. As it comes forward, your hips stay in neutral. As it goes back, they stay in neutral. There's no arching rotation through the pelvis. Keeping, or no drop, no roll. If you have to do this to do it, don't do it. You've got to stay into this position. 3, 2, 1. Coming down. You're going to go into an oblique crunch. So hips level, then drop your knees to one side, arms by your forehead, elbows nice and wide, and you're crunching straight up. So you're not crunching towards your knees. So crunch straight up. You can see my knees Want to raise a little bit, slightly to pull myself up. So try to keep the legs still, elbows wide. So you're coming, nice smooth movement, exhale as you come up. If you're having to do this, then you're straining your neck, you just a little movement, try and keep your shoulders off the ground, and then you'll just target that oblique muscle which you use for the arm swing, which is so important in running and which often people move and leave out. 3, 2, 1. Straighten up, look down the line of your body again to make sure you're not off an angle. Drop your legs over to the left hand side and you're crunching again straight up, no arms like this, no flap. If you look at your arms, you're doing this, and you notice that they're doing this, then you're using momentum and you're trying to use your upper body to do the work that you want to target completely here. So there's lots of ways your body will try to cheat, and then you won't work the muscle that you want to work. So keep with this, exhaling each time you come up. Nice exhale. This is the last one in this round, and then I'm going to show you the next setup. Okay, so that's round 1. We're going to go into round 2. So I've got enough room here. So in round 2, you're now going to take for the dead bug. If you could do the dead bug, and you could do it well, and you didn't have the dome, and you could maintain a stable leg so it doesn't move in the hip socket at all, then you do it with weights. So 45 seconds, 15 seconds rest, arms up overhead. Inhale, draw it in, exhale away. Inhale, exhale. So you also, if you had anyone watching, want to make sure that your shins, when they return, both shins stay at tabletop. Your feet don't drop to here, which you can often see people do it, or they roll their hips up and they're up and their knees are here. So nice stable tabletop, right angle. Exhale slowly away. 2, 1, and rest. Again, maintain that nice soft ribs when you're doing it. So your side plank swing. To make it harder, you can put a band around your legs, but to be honest, the side plank swing is a really advanced exercise. So if you need to make sure you can absolutely get that pelvic control as you swing it behind before you start adding anything like this, which just adds that bit more resistance, that little bit harder. So ideally for these ones, for this exercise, you need one of those like small Pilates bands that link directly over, rather than one of these big ones that you have to tie around and that's kind of coming off. So that's the next version. So little Pilates ones. I'm going to take this off because it's a little bit difficult. It's a bit flappy. Turning over onto the other side. Elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Line your heels up. Coming up. Nice openness through the chest. Lift. Take it forward and back. Maintaining pelvic core stability as you do. The other thing, if your shoulder's really aching, it means you're pushing into that shoulder and not using your oblique muscle properly. So if you're finding that that really hurts, then you want to go back to holding here. If that still really hurts, you want to go down, back to the beginner, hold the beginner version until you can do this where the oblique does all the work for you, not your shoulder. 3, 2, 1, rest, and then oblique crunch. Your next version up from that. Oh, I've missed one out. I just realised I've missed one out. Your next version up from that is you can hold a weight here, or you can hold 2 weights depending on what you've got. Crunching up makes that a little bit more difficult, working that oblique muscle a little bit more. Now exhale. So you can see it's a really controlled movement. I'm not rocking, I'm not using momentum, my shoulders stay off the ground, elbows stay nice and wide, elbows aren't flapping. All of those little things scan through your body to make sure your body's not trying to cheat your oblique muscle out of doing the work. Your oblique muscles, really important for your rotational stability, your arm swing when you run. So build those oblique muscles up to really help drive the arm swing. The arm swing is so important in your running. For those people, got about 2,000 women doing our 30-day race shape challenge at the moment, and yesterday's technique assignment was all about the arm swing. Focusing on driving that arm back in the run and forward and seeing the difference it makes. Keep it going. Particularly, always useful, but particularly for getting up a hill. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. And if anyone from the 30-day race shape plan is currently following this, there's one more that I've missed out that you should be doing. I'm going to show you quickly now. You're going to go into a plank. You're going wide with your legs to make it a little bit easier, and then you're going to tap your hip. Nice and slowly. Try and keep the headlight of your hips facing downwards. So you have a nice 2 bright lights here, if you imagine, and the lights aren't shooting off like a laser show off to the side as you lift your hand. There's no waggling through that hips. So again, the next one on from this is you hold 2 weights in your hand and you do it that way. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, got one more round to go, and I'm going to show you, what time is it? I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the next level on from that. So if we've got any advanced core runners amongst us, you've got something else to work on. For this one, you do need a heavier weight. So you go into dead bug. This is a 14k. To be honest, you could go heavier, but if you can control it, you can go heavier. But obviously, that 16 is just quite a bit awkward shape. Whatever shape you've got. So 2 dumbbells would also work. You don't need a kettlebell. So you come into, start the timer. You come in, you hold it directly over your shoulders. You're not pushing up like this. Make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed. Long neck, inhale, both knees up, tabletop, and this time you're going to hold, soften the ribs as you exhale away. So you might think, oh, you're just using your arms. You are working shoulder stability. So actually this one's really good for triathletes as well. But you're really having to engage through that rib, thoracic, core area to keep that nice control as you take it away. So that's another version that you can do. Going to side plank swing again, which are tough. You're really working these, your glute med under here, your oblique here, obviously shoulder stability, and a lot of core. So anyone who suffers ITB, that kind of thing, and you're probably more of an advanced runner and stronger, then this is a really good way of working your glutes med. So all the way through into that movement. So don't do that if you're watching this and you just started out running and have got ITB. It's too advanced for you to do that version, but you could do side plank like this, and that will also work your glute med. You see how I cleverly got around doing the full set of that one. Over to the other side. Again, make sure your elbow is directly underneath that shoulder. You're not out here, you're not under there. Line you up, heel to elbow, coming up, nice straight line, and then make sure that you stay. So you're going to want, as your leg goes forward and back, you have to fight that, because what will happen is you might feel like you want to roll off. So either taking the leg back will unbalance you and you want to fall backwards, or balance you this way. So that's what you're fighting, but you're fighting it with your core and your oblique, not by rotating your pelvis to do it or going backwards and forwards and rolling forward through that. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Like hip touch. So again, if you can't take your, wait for the time to start, if you can't take your hand off the floor, if you'll find that you're doing this really quick, it's better to actually just hold the plank before you can do it. With stability, hold, hip down, headlights on the hips, and switch like this. So it's not hot cakes, patty cake. Keep it nice, slow and controlled, because that is working the stability. Again, nice soft back, none of this, rounding, palms face up, no fists clenched. If you clench your fists, you're just working that upper body. 3, 2, 1. Rest. And the last one I'm going to show you of the oblique, and of those people who are doing the 30-day, either our 30-day core challenge or the 30-day race shape. This comes further on. So your legs go out to the side for the oblique. Same side with your arm. Same side with your arm. And then you push up to your feet to touch your ankle. Legs go out, you open up, you come up. So it becomes an oblique crunch. A little bit more movement, a little bit more advanced. But again, you don't do an advanced exercise until you can absolutely nail the one before it. There's absolutely no point. You won't be working what you need to be working. 3, 2, 1, rest. Again, I'll show you from the other side. So same side, legs go to the side. And you use this hand to push in to come up. So coming in and out. Each time coming up to touch your ankle. You're actually leaning into this hand, so it helps you come up a little bit. Open up. Inhale, exhale. You've got 20 seconds and then you're done for the day. Or you're done the core exercise anyway. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. So that's most of the core workout if we're doing our 30-day race shape. Also, if you wanted to do a dedicated core program, we have a 30-day core challenge on our platform that you can buy and follow day by day. Any questions about any of the core exercises, drop them in the comments below. or anything else for that matter. If you try them, let us know which you find the easiest, which you find the hardest, which version you did, and do share with any of your friends or running colleagues who need a bit of a core workout. Have a great day.